Boy, what do you want to be when you grow up? Does this question sound familiar to all of you? I believe all of us have been asked this question since we were the kid. Am I right? My uncles, aunties, and my teachers asked me this question since I was 4 years old. It has been 11 years, and I just got asked the same question last week during a school ceremony. Since 4 years old, I have always found myself constantly answering this question, and each time I had the same answer. I want to be a doctor. My aim is to provide healthcare services to the poor and to provide medical services to underserved and rural areas. The world has never seen enough doctors, and people look forward to having enough doctors to give the healthcare they need and make the world a better place. In 2006, the World Health Organization, WHO, reported an estimated shortage of 4.3 million 4.3 million doctors and healthcare professionals worldwide, and since then, the demand for healthcare professionals has not seen the light of the day. WHO prescribed a doctor population ratio of 1 to 1,000. However, very few countries have been successful in maintaining this ratio so far. Poor and least developed countries are in desperate need to have more doctors to look after their increasing population. I know that with my effort, I will not be able to save the whole world, but I can start from a small community and may serve a borderless doctor in the future. I love to do this as I can find my happiness in doing this, I believe. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know the secret to happiness? Well, I do. If you want to be happy, then make others happy, and you will be happy too. That is the evergreen formula of happiness. I love to see others happy. By becoming a doctor, I will be able to reduce the pain and suffering of others by giving them medical treatment and healthcare. With that, my effort can result in the happiness of my patients and also their families. Now, I found my life purpose, but what value in my life can motivate me to pursue my life purpose or my dream? The value that I always apply in my life has become one of my friends. Yes, perseverance is my friend. I learned not to give up because I believe that the power remains in my hand. When I face any obstacles, I will try my best to overcome them. I always remind myself to learn from Thomas Edison, my role model. It took him years of theories and experiments before achieving success. Edison's persistence is a remarkable example in science. He embraced failure as a crucial learning opportunity and never gave up until he succeeded. Lastly, it's fine if you have a different life purpose at different age. Purpose is the feeling that you are spending your time well and that your challenges are meaningful. Be confident that you want to be more, better, and to be you. You are accountable to only yourself. Thank you.
If you had asked a little girl 10 years ago, "Girla, what's your ambition?" she would have told you, "I want to be an architect because I like to draw." If you had asked her again a few years later, she would have said a nurse because people had told her, "Oh, your brother can be a doctor and you can be a nurse lah. Make lots of money, right?" If you had asked her when she was 13, she would have said a lawyer because she loved to read and the criminal defense attorneys on TV always look super cool. that little girl was me. And as I've matured, it's become harder and harder to say exactly what I'm going to do in the future to contribute to society. I can't base my career purely on what I like to do because I might end up living on the streets. But I also can't choose based on what's going to give me the most money because sure, I'll be rich, but I'll be absolutely miserable in an office job. However, today, I think I finally got it. What is it? Well, you're gonna have to stick around to find out. First, let's look at one of the variables to deciding your perfect career, what you love to do. Well, I love to do a lot of things. Too many things maybe that it's difficult to pinpoint exactly something that I could do for the rest of my life. Let's see, I love to draw, I love to sing, and most of all, I love theatre. Every aspect of it, the production, the script, the costume, the set design, music, lights, acting. It's a way for me to express myself the most freely. I know this is probably a disappointing sentence for all Asian parents out there, but I definitely had considered a career in performing arts. And because it's something that I'm truly passionate about, even though it might be a field that many consider is extremely difficult to succeed in. Next, what about my strengths? I, well, I've heard from others that I'm a very compassionate person and a very good listener to whoever wants to talk about their problems. This is what made me consider the possibility of being a psychologist because I empathize with people and I have a strong desire to help those who might be struggling with the same problems that I have now or I have once faced. I know it's two very wildly different career options right now, right? So let's take a look at the last factor, right, for finding a purpose, what the world actually needs. According to statistics, the psychologist demand is expected to grow by at least 6% in the next 10 years, which is quite a lot actually, which is good for my career because as a psychologist, it means that my job is definitely not going out of the trend anytime soon, especially with mental health awareness becoming a lot more prominent in recent years. So, psychology or theatre, psychology or theatre, why not both? My ideal career would actually be something where I could combine both my career paths together into something where I could enjoy the benefits of them both. I know it sounds wild, but it's something that I really want. And I think that if I put enough effort towards it, I can definitely make it a real thing. And that is something that I think everybody should strive towards as well. The things that you think you want to contribute to society don't always have to be big and important and meaningful. They can be little things too, as long as you're doing your best at it. So don't stress too much about your purpose in life or what you're going to contribute to society. You don't have to be the next Elon Musk or create the cure for cancer. As long as you're doing what you love and all that you can, you'll still definitely be a valuable member of society. The little girl from 10 years ago wanted to be an architect because she loved to draw. But times have changed, and this is her now. Thank you.
I want to ask you a question. Do all of you know what you really want to be when you grow up? Yes, no, maybe. I know we are all trying to find something we are really good at. It could be academics, sports, or even public speaking. We are all trying to create a sense of purpose in our life and in this world. When I took the 5 strengths test, I got thinker. I was absolutely shocked. Thinkers are supposed to be really smart people, and I am no smart person. My math teacher, he always tells me, Saieesha, use your brain more. But apparently, thinkers are not geniuses. Thinkers are people who like to daydream a lot. And I love daydreaming. In fact, I can daydream about anything, especially about my future and all its possible outcomes. I like to think, how bad could it be? How good could it be? But a few months ago, I was so scared about my future. Absolutely everyone in my class knew what they wanted to be, except me. My best friend wants to be a doctor. My other friend wants to be a robotic engineer. And another one wants to be a pilot. Everyone has these amazing professions, except me. So since I'm in Form 5, all the uncles and aunties will come up to me and say, "Hey, Saieesha, what do you want to be when you grow up?" And I can just awkwardly laugh, because I don't know. I was always praying and waiting for someone or something to give a hint of what I was going to be. But that day just never seemed to arrive. And I always waited like a fool. But bad things don't last forever. And eventually, one fine day, my friend told me she was going for scuba diving. I was always so afraid of the water. Like, whenever I was small, I was so afraid to go near it. If you take me to the ocean, I will run 10 kilometers away from the ocean. It was one of my biggest fears. So I thought, why not try scuba diving and get over that fear? So a year ago, I took some classes, and in August, I went to a beautiful island to try it out. When I first went underwater, I was terrified. I mean, I was 15 feet underwater. A shark could pop out of anywhere and bite me. It was just so cold, and I couldn't speak or hear anything. But you know what? Something absolutely amazing happened to me. A fish, a bunch of fishes, just came up to my face, just literally stared at me. And I was amazed. In fact, I saw huge turtles, two huge turtles. And I saw that puffer fish, the one that blows up. Yeah, and it was absolutely amazing. And I just felt like I wanted to be there all the time. Something about how I felt about the ocean changed. In fact, I wanted to explore the ocean further and study these amazing animals, which made me want to become a marine biologist. A marine biologist is basically a person who studies sea animals, and I really, really love these sea creatures. In fact, I know some fun facts about them. Did you know that sea creatures, like fishes, can actually change their gender? That is so cool and weird. So I think marine biology could really be my life and my purpose in life. Scuba diving helped me find that purpose. If I had not tried to take a risk and get over my fear of water, I would have never found it and never found my purpose. So if I can find my purpose, you can too. It can take time to find out something you want to be, but you have to take a risk in order to find that something in life. I did, and I found out. So you should get out of your comfort zone, and you will find exactly what you're looking for. Thank you.